Hey guys, it's Zyke, and this is a game that I already had a little while back, and I didn't put it on, and I had a commentary for it, but I decided to tape over it after I saw this video today. And reason being is that this video kind of struck me, being that I'm being that I'm new to this whole YouTube thing. I mean, I've wanted to do it for a long time, and I'm glad I started it up. I'm glad I started to, do commentary. But this video was very, it felt like I needed to respond to it. Not just because I'm new to this whole thing, but for the simple fact that it's involved in some small little pathetic way. It involved me, and it most likely involves all of you too, whether you be a video commentator or a viewer of this channel or any other channel for a fact. And this video, of course, I'm talking about is oh, here the times are changing. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, I'm not looking at the actual vid. But it's a video by Hutch, and if you have not seen him before, he's a great commentator. Reason why I got into commentating myself. Really cool dude. And he's talking about how things, aren't exactly as fun as they used to be. Yeah, as fun as they used to be. Which is understandable. People get tired and everything else, but what struck me is that he had very validated points. Being that he is a machinima director, he had very valid points, and some of them I want to bring up with you, and maybe we can come up with a solution here. Who knows? But the first that came up was maturity. Well, not the first. The first that came up was money, and I'll start with money. Money. Like he said, money is invariably a horrible thing when used improperly by people. And the fact that people are doing these horrible things like pimping out each other's vids for dual commentaries and everything else is not bad, but in the same time, as long as the viewers, as long as the viewers like it, as long as the viewers watch it, and the response is good, those will be around forever, and it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not gonna be mad at a doctor for doing his job if he does it for money. I'm just gonna be, I'll be mad if he does it for money and doesn't do a good job. But as long as he does a good job, I couldn't care less if he does it for money or not. So that's my first point there. And I mean, I know it sounds a little bit harsh, but I couldn't care less if the person has 8,000 views or even 3. As long as that commentary is good, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter if he's doing it for the money or not. Secondly was status whoring. Now, status whoring I can't really speak to because I am very, very new, as in, born this week new. Which is, so I can't really speak to that. So I will have to pass up on that. I mean, I would like to get to a status where people know me, but, I couldn't, as long as I'm having fun with it, that's what matters. And that's what people need to realize in the end, is that as long as you're having fun, you're not doing anything wrong. Third was maturity. Now, maturity, as you all know, is a horrible, horrible, and rare thing to find on the internet. I cannot tell you how many times I've heard kids who are at least 13, and they're playing Gears of War, or even 7-year-olds. There's videos on YouTube, go check it out, of 7-year-olds playing Halo, which is just not right. It's really not right. I know how a lot of people, will say, oh yeah, but the ratings on the box. Ratings don't mean shit. It all depends on your maturity level. And going back to his video was basically talking about how things weren't as fun as he was kind of in a rut, which is understandable, for the very fact that, of course, things are going to be really, of course you're going to be depressed, for the simple fact that, in a way, he's new to this. He's not that new, he's been around for a while, I know, but for the whole machinima director thing, he's new, and it's a new experience. I know this right now. Sometimes I don't even want to do a commentary. Sometimes I don't even want to play Halo. I just want to shut down my Xbox and play Fallout for about a good day or two. Speaking of which, I should get New Vegas whenever I get the chance. But going back to what I said, you know, if you feel, and this applies to a lot of commentators, if you feel that you're down or something, just go into a game, a public match, nothing competitive at all, where you know you're gonna rape, you know, absolutely dominate, and do it with a couple of your buddies and mess around, you know, say fuck it to, and yeah, I try not to curse that much, so excuse me there, but you know, kind of say screw it to, you know, all the competitiveness and all the maturity, and you know, maybe be a little more immature yourself. You know, as long as you have a good time, and if you can have a good time, you know, just chilling out with a couple of your buddies, then maybe you'll get into the, you know, get into the groove again. As long as you're having fun, that's what really matters. And doing that just means doing whatever you're comfortable with. I mean, sorry there. I know I'm most comfortable when I'm having an absolute, you know, crazy game. Like when I'm getting running riots frequently. Like that's really fun to me. And you know, to you guys, maybe that might be your idea of fun, or you know, maybe it's just chilling out with a buddy and betraying all the other people on the other team. Who knows? But if you find yourself getting in a rut over everything else, just try doing what you like. And you know, going on hiatus is one of those ways to do it. As video commentators go, as far as they go, don't consider yourself video commentators. Don't consider yourself anything but a person. You know, just tell yourself, I'm just this dude on this channel and I'm going to have fun with it. So if you distance yourself from it, you know, if you distance yourself from being, you know, not a video commentator, that's just gonna help you, because then you're not gonna consider yourself, oh, I have to be this fun, enthusiastic person. No, you can just be yourself, and that is what I'd have to say was was the best thing about, you know, first watching Hutch's videos and CNanners and all those other people. Was first, you know, that's what really got to me, was that, you know, this was people having a good time, and that's what matters, is having a good time. I know I've said that like a billion times, but it's the truth. It's just the plain truth. Don't consider yourself a video commentator. Don't consider yourself anything but yourself. And if you consider yourself, you are just you're gonna have an easier time. You're gonna have a better time dealing with all the other things that come with it. Because you know, it's just the easier way to do things like that, is to just not consider yourself as important as maybe you would think. You know, kind of like put yourself aside, put your ego or anything else aside, and say, I'm just some random guy, I'm gonna have some fun time drinking a beer and playing Halo. And you know, that's the best advice I can give, is to take a step back and just, you know, don't take anything too seriously. Well, that's my video, guys. Thanks, and rate, comment, subscribe.